Alrighty, let's take a look at this problem here. We had a few questions on it. So this is similar to section 4.2, number 3 in your homework. So the first thing that I would do is to rewrite this, taking that 6 over n to the third to the outside of the summation symbol, because that would be a constant. And I would go ahead and distribute the k. So I would have k times k is k squared. And then k times 1 is k. All right, then from there, I would separate uh, the summation to the k square and the k. So 6 n to the third times the summation of k equals 1 n to 1, 1 to n of k square, and then the same thing, 1 to n of k. And then from there I would use the summation formulas here. So for k squared, we have n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 all over 6. And then for k, the summation of k there, we would have n times n plus 1 over 2. All right, then from there, let's start simplifying on the inside. So if I distribute the n, that will give us n squared plus n. And I can go ahead and distribute the n there, so that will give us n squared plus n all over 2. Then I need to use FOIL or distributive property to multiply n squared plus n times 2n plus 1. So 2n to the third plus n squared plus 2n squared plus n minus n squared plus n all over 2. Let's see what I can simplify. I have 2n to the third plus n squared, so I can combine the n squared and the 2n squared. I'm going to go ahead and get a common denominator as well, but 2n to the third plus 3n squared plus n. And then if I get a common denominator of 6, that means I have to multiply this by 3, so that will give us let's go ahead and multiply that out. Well, now let's wait. Okay. Alrighty, now let's simplify this. So now I have 2n to the third plus 3n squared plus n, distribute by negative 3, so minus 3n squared minus 3n all over 6. And I can go ahead and cancel those 6's. The 6 here and the 6 here, they would cancel out. So now I have 1 over n to the third times 2n to the third. Let's see. And let's see here then, 3n squared minus 3n squared, they will cancel out. And 1n minus 2n will give us negative 2n. So 2n to the third minus 2n. And last, let's see here. can put that in one fraction. We can factor out an n from the 2n to the third. And put that over n to the third, and the n and n to the third would simplify. So it would be 2n squared minus 2 over n, and this can be written in a number of different ways, number of different formats. You could factor out the 2 and have n squared plus 1 over n. So it could be written in a number of different formats. You can factor the n squared plus 1 to make it n plus 1 times n minus 1. I would assume that the computer would take either one of those answers.